It's your boy H Money, Mr. The Zone. We in the building. You know what I mean? Great topic at hand tonight. Otha Jones the third, OJ3, the next Meldrick Taylor. You know what I mean? Pound for pound superstar in the sport of boxing. Future pound for pound king, Otha Jones the third. You know what I mean? The man is ready to take over the sport of boxing. Only 19 years old, bro. Tremendous skills. Out of Toledo, Ohio. You know what I mean? Future world champion. You know what I mean? Otha Jones III, he is the future of boxing, bro. Pay attention to this kid. He's coming up in the game right now. He's fighting for Eddie Hearn in Matchroom Boxing. I'm a big fan of this kid, bro. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan. He fights for Eddie Hearn. He fights for DAZN Matchroom Boxing. Only 19 years old. Incredible pedigree. Incredible amateur background. You know what I mean? Out of Toledo, Ohio. Tremendous skills. He was a great amateur. The man is only 19 years old, bro. I just talked to him. I just got off the phone with him earlier today. And guess where he was at? Oh, yeah, wave check, wave check. Hey, guys. Hey, guess where he was at today when I talked to him? He was in the gym working. He was in the gym working. When I had called him, the man was in the gym and he's working. He loves to fight. He loves to fight. You know what I mean? He's trained by his father, Otha Jones II. Otha Jones II. Otha Jones III. His nickname is OJ3. Nickname OJ3, bro. You know what I mean? Just talked to him, you know what I mean, not too long ago, earlier today, and he was in the gym and he's working. Man, I got exclusive footage, bro, of Otha Jones III, bro. You know what I mean? He just was in a sparring match against Tony Harrison. He's currently fighting, I believe, at 130 pounds, 135 pounds. He's trying to find his way, like exactly which weight he's going to be at, bro. But the sky is the limit for this kid, bro. The sky is the limit. He's taking off. He's taking off rapidly, bro. He had a busy year in 2019. You know what I mean? He stayed active in 2019. The man, he loves to fight, bro. Future world champion. You know what I mean? He is a future pound for pound king, bro. And I just got to tell you guys, when we talk about fighters like Devin Haney, 21 years old. Fighters like Shakur Stevenson, who's 22 years old. You know what I mean? Then you got Otha Jones III, bro. You got to put Otha Jones III in the conversation with the other fighters. You got to put him up there with fighters like Shakur Stevenson, fighters like Devin Haney, bro. These are the future pound for pound kings in boxing. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Otha Jones III. You know what I mean? Otha Jones III, he got the skills to pay the bills. Great footwork, great hand speed. You know what I'm saying? Great techniques and great reflexes, bro. He has a great defense. You know what I'm saying? Potential is through the roof for this kid. Potential is through the roof. I would like to compare him, you know what I'm saying, to a young D. Hodges, what up? D. Hodges, what up, man? Otha Jones III, the next Meldrick Taylor, bro. You know what I mean? Otha Jones III, he himself said that, you know, his favorite fighter growing up was, you know what I'm saying, was Aaron Pryor. Otha Jones III said, oh, Soul City in the boxing. Yo, hit that link. I be watching your videos, Soul City. I be watching your videos, bro. You be working with Otha Jones III. I see you be in this camp, man. Hit the link. This is how you join the live stream. Let's get Otha Jones III on the live stream, bro. Otha Jones III, he said that his favorite fighter growing up was Aaron Pryor. You know, Otha Jones III is from Toledo, Ohio. You know what I mean? Go follow him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big O. Shout out to his trainer and his father, Big O. Otha Jones, you know what I'm saying? The second. Shout outs to Otha Jones III, future pound for pound king, bro. I'm telling you, he's gonna be one of the pound for pound kings in boxing. Yo, I be watching your videos. I know you be in the gym with Otha Jones III, bro. OG3. OJ3. OJ3, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got the juice. Otha Jones III got the juice, bro. The juice, man. Otha Jones III, the next Meldrick Taylor. Meldrick Taylor, an Olympic gold medalist. Meldrick Taylor, a champion in different weight classes. Meldrick Taylor, I know y'all remember Meldrick Taylor, bro. When he fought against Julio Cesar Chavez, and Meldrick Taylor got robbed. Meldrick Taylor got robbed against Julio Cesar Chavez, bro. He got robbed from his victory. You know what I mean? Meldrick Taylor, after that fight against Julio Cesar Chavez, he should have been the best fighter in the world, bro. You know what I mean? He should have been pound for pound king. Yes, he said Roshan Jones is the older brother trainer. Yeah, that he's the one in the picture with the father. Y'all hit that link. You know what I'm saying? Hit the link and join the live stream. Otha Jones III, OJ3. OJ3, the juice man, bro. Remember the name. Remember the name. He's taking over boxing, bro. You know what I mean? He's taking over boxing. He got the skills to pay the bills. A young Meldrick Taylor, bro. Meldrick Taylor, an Olympic gold medalist who beat Julio Cesar Chavez, bro. He won all the smoke. I've been watching all the interviews, bro. You know me. My name is H Money, Mr. DAZN, my brother. You know what I mean? I watch all the DAZN fights. I watch all the DAZN fights, bro. You know what I mean? OJ3 going. He said OJ3 the four awesome. He said, you know what I'm saying? He won all the belts. You know what I mean? He won all the belts. Facts. Meldrick Taylor was a beast. Hand speed, bro. Meldrick Taylor throwing punches and bunches. He gave Julio Cesar Chavez a boxing lesson when Julio Cesar Chavez was undefeated, bro. Meldrick Taylor got robbed from his victory, bro. You know what I mean? Let's get it popping. Taylor was a beast. Damn right. Yo, hit the link. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, join the panel. Join the discussion. Soul City Boxing TV. Y'all subscribe to his channel right now. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. Soul City Boxing TV. You know what I mean? He's in the gym with Otha Jones III all the time, bro. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. Jones got that next level potential. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? His amateur background was crazy. He was the #1 prospect in boxing. Why you think Eddie Hearn signed him? Why y'all think Eddie Hearn went and signed him? I got to give Eddie Hearn credit, bro, because Eddie Hearn knows his boxing. Eddie Hearn knows his boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? He knows his fighters. He fight July or August. Let's go, man. You know I'm tuned in. Future pound for pound king. You know what I'm saying? We always talking about Devin Haney. We always talking about Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? We need to be talking about Otha Jones III, bro. You know what I mean? Who came up with Devin Haney. Devin Haney came up with Otha Jones III. And that was part of the reason why Devin Haney signed with Eddie Hearn in Matchroom Boxing. Because he seen Otha Jones III sign with him. And he seen the great relationship Eddie Hearn had with Otha Jones III that made, you know what I'm saying? It made Devin Haney want to do the same thing and sign with Eddie Hearn. You dig what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Hey, man, I'm telling you right now, the kid want all the smoke. Yesterday, you know what I mean? We watched Gabriel Flores Jr. fight. Yesterday, 21-time national champion. Oh, yeah, we about to get to all of that. He's a 21-time national champion. And we was just talking about Lorenzo Simpson. We was just talking about Lorenzo Truck Simpson. You know what I'm saying? And Lorenzo Truck Simpson was a 13-time national champion. Otha Jones III, a 21-time national champion, bro. Amazing fighter, bro. Great skills. I'm telling you, great speed, great reflexes. Facts. He said, Soul City Boxing TV said, Split T Management helped us get big. He said, helped us big. Yeah, shout outs to Split T Management. Of course, bro. Shout out to the management company, bro. You know what I mean? They did a hell of a job. But you know what? Otha Jones III, bro, he did it with his fists, bro. If he wasn't a great fighter, he wouldn't be in the position that he's in today, bro. With Eddie Hearn in the zone, staying active, bro. The man is all over the world fighting, bro. He was just in the UK not too long ago, and he got a knockout victory in the UK. I'm telling you, the man got the personality. He got the charisma. He got what it takes, bro, to be a superstar in the sport of boxing, bro. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, bro, he's on that next level, bro. He's on that next level, bro. Let's get it popping, bro. Soul City Boxing TV. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel right now. Go check him out. You know what I mean? He said, yes, that's what happened. I promise Big O and Bill talk all the time. I know. He said it. They did it together. They came up together. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney, you know what I'm saying? And Big O, they came up together, bro. You know what I'm saying? They came up together and they built this. They built it from the ground up, bro. Otha Jones III, only 19 years old, bro. Only 19 years old. The man fought like 6 times in 2019. He fought about 6 times in 2019. He lives in the gym, bro. I just talked to him. You know what I mean? I just talked to Otha Jones III, and I talked to his father, bro. You know what I mean? Energy on 100. I'm always like this, bro. You know what I mean? We just watched Gabriel Flores Jr. last night on ESPN. You know what I mean? Otha Jones and Gabriel Flores Jr., they fought a bunch of times in the amateurs, bro. They fought a bunch of times in the amateurs. They got a rivalry going on, bro. Otha Jones III and Gabriel Flores Jr., they will be fighting, bro, as professionals. They fought a bunch of times in the amateurs. You know what I mean? Let's get it popping. Hit the like button. Yes, this Soul City Boxing TV. He says this week we sparred Albert Bell. Albert Bell, another fighter, you know what I'm saying, from Toledo, Ohio. You know what I mean? A Toledo, Ohio, developing great fighters. Great fighters. We know about Robert Eastern Jr. You know what I mean? Jared Anderson, bro, the heavyweight prospect out of Toledo, Ohio. Future heavyweight champion. What's good, D. Hodges? What's good?
How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, D. Hodges, man. Man, I'm excited about this this live stream right here. You know what I mean? I had talked to Otha Jones III earlier today, man. He's an up-and-coming prospect in the sport of boxing, bro. Tremendous young fighter, only 19 years old, bro. A 21-time national champion. You know what I'm saying? A great young fighter out of Toledo, Ohio. The same hometown as Robert Eastern Jr., the same hometown as Jared Anderson, the up-and-coming heavyweight, bro. You know what I mean? This kid right here is for real, bro. You know what I mean? And hopefully we can get him on. He said he was going up. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully his father, his trainer and his father could hop on and we can talk, you know what I'm saying, to him and get an interview. But my brother D. Hodges, this kid right here is the real deal, bro. He reminds me of a young Meldrick Taylor, bro. Meldrick Taylor, the Olympic gold medalist, you know what I'm saying, who beat up Julio Cesar Chavez, and got robbed from his victory, bro. My brother. You know what I mean? So what's your thoughts, you know what I mean, on Meldrick Taylor? You know what I mean? Your memories of a Meldrick Taylor.
I don't know. I really didn't watch him. I'm gonna keep it real. I ever gotta sit up here and try to fix some fake facts. I really paid no attention to him. So
you remember when Meldrick Taylor fought against Julio Cesar Chavez? Hit the link.
Yeah, the black guy. Yeah, the black guy. Oh, the black guy. Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about now. No, I'm 40, so I know who Meldrick Taylor is now. At first I didn't, but yeah, because he whooped the shit out of, sorry language. He whooped Chavez. Oh, yes.
He whooped Chavez.
They got this one. I was watching a video today on Blue Blood where this is 7-year-old prospect. He's 7, little Juan or Quan or little something. Little Quan. He's like a 7-year-old boxing prospect. I'm like, wow. People are boxing, taking their kids and boxing at 7. That's crazy.
For sure. Let me say something real quick. Soul City Boxing TV. Hit that link that I just dropped that says StreamYard on it. You see that link right here I got on the screen? Hit that link and enter the broadcast. You can do it with your phone. You can do it with your phone or your computer. All you got to do is hit that link right here. You know what I mean? And join it.
How you feel about
Here
that?
we go. This is brother right here. This is brother and his trainer right here. Yo, what up, Ray Sean Jones? What up, though?
What's good?
What's popping, man? How you feeling?
Let me get this live.
For sure, man. This is the trainer and the brother of OJ3. You know what I mean? Otha Jones III. This is his brother and his trainer right here. For sure, brother, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Hell yeah, man. Yo, JFL, hit the link. JFL, join the panel. Otha Jones III, bro. Up and coming superstar in the sport of boxing. Up and coming superstar, future champion. There we go. That's the trainer. That's the father right there. What up, though?
Hey, I'm the brother. How's it going?
Okay, I'm good, man. You look just like your dad, bro.
Yeah. Everybody say that, man. I appreciate, man, what you doing, man. This good. This is a good show for the fans.
For sure. So, I was gonna say, that was you that I talked to earlier today on the phone.
Yeah, you called O on his Instagram. We was training earlier.
For sure, man. Appreciate you, man, responding to me, and thank you, man, communicating with your fans, brother. And you know, I feel like your brother, Otha Jones III, is a future pound for pound king in the sport of boxing. He got all the skills and the ability to be a great champion. And he's only 19 years old. He's been staying active in 2019, working with Eddie Hearn in DAZN, and you know the future is very bright for him. And could you tell us a little bit about yourself and just the family?
All right. Well, Soul City Boxing Gym originated about 12 years ago. To be exact, we started with Otha Jones III. We started off wrestling. We come from a wrestling background through Ohio. Ohio is one of the toughest states in wrestling, next to California, New Jersey, and Texas. So we started him off mentally preparing him for all this when he was 5 years old. He started wrestling when he was 5 years old. Once we got to a certain level, once he got to like junior high, or once he got 8 years old, he started boxing. He saw Pretty Boy Bam Bam, seen that Pretty Boy Bam Bam went viral on YouTube, and he said, you know what, if he can do that, I can for sure do that. I can go viral with winning. You know what I mean? Pretty Boy Bam Bam was a YouTube sensation that been on Oprah, ESPN. I'm pretty sure y'all know him with the mitts, with the long hair and stuff. But once he won 3-4 state championships in wrestling. And he just was a natural athlete. We took him from wrestling, put him into boxing and everything of boxing. My dad had him, training real heavy, putting a lot of pressure on a lot of fighters and winning a lot of his fights by just dominating them. You know what I mean? And then that's how he racked up all those national championships. Every national championship we went to, he won. The only one that he didn't win was the National Golden Glove when they cheated the second fight of the tournament. And that was his first elite tournament. And after that, he made the U.S. travel team to compete in Russia. He competed in Bulgaria. He competed in Buenos Aires, Argentina. He also was a 2018 Youth Olympian for Team USA. He represented Team USA in the Youth Olympics before the 2020 Olympics, which got pushed back to 2021 Olympics. We also have O'Shea Jones, who's on Team USA, our sister, who's competing for Tokyo Olympics in 2021. And we also have Charles Conwell, the 2016 Olympian, who competed in Rio. And they cheated him on the first day at the Rio Olympics. And we also have a couple other up-and-coming fighters. We got undefeated 14-0 pro boxer Isaiah Steen, a.k.a. Z-Wop, with 11 knockouts. And and we have a couple other amateurs up and coming. But those are the main faces of the program right now. And long story short, we went from boxing, did trial and error through. I mean, we implemented wrestling, did trial and error with wrestling, and implemented it into boxing. Took our strategy and our game plan to another level, and that's how we win. We got the cheat code to the game.
For sure, for sure. You know what? Yo, I didn't know that was his sister. What's her name again? O'Shea.
O'Shea Jones.
So tell us a little bit. I've been seeing her, but I've been seeing her. You know, I've been seeing the videos of her. Could you tell us a little bit about her?
Yes, sir. O'Shea Jones was on the U.S. Olympic team, travel team for 4 years now since the last Olympics. So 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. She's been on the U.S. Olympic team, and she's a 2019 gold Pan Am champion, the first welterweight to ever be a gold medalist female. She's favored to win a gold medal in the 2021 Olympics, along with Keyshawn Davis and other fighters on the team. Those are the two main USA picks. She has over 11 international medals since she got on the USA team 4 years ago.
For sure, for sure.
Doing real big things. We're going to try to get this gold. We're going to get this gold in Tokyo and go from there and see what our next steps are from there.
For sure, for sure. You know, she sounds like she's going to be one of the best female fighters in America. And I know there's a lot of promoters probably reaching out to her right now and want to sign her when she's turned pro. You know, I know it's maybe a couple of years from now. When do you think she'll turn pro after those Olympics?
We don't know yet, but we're going to try to win 2 gold medals. That's 2 to 3 gold medals. That's what we want to try to reach for. If anything happened, you know, in between then that's the best decision for her. But we want to shoot for 3 gold medals.
How old is she?
She is 21 years old.
For sure, for sure. I'm gonna pay attention to her, man, and we definitely gonna promote the whole family on this channel. You know what I mean? And you know, your brother Otha Jones III is a hell of a young fighter. Currently, I'm seeing that he fought at 135. Isn't he a lightweight at the moment?
Yes, he's lightweight. His pro debut was lightweight, which was 135. But you know, we're trying to figure out where he at. He came in at lightweight, but he came in a little under. So that means if you come in under, you can go 130. You know what I mean? So he did. He came in at 130 a couple fights, and his last fight was 130. So he can really make 26. You know, we just floating around, seeing where we get our box rate points at, and you know, going from there. We got from Team Soul City. We also have got Charles Conwell on the U.S. Olympic team, O'Shea Jones on the U.S. Olympic team, and Delonte Johnson on the Olympic team. That's 3 fighters that we have total put on the Olympic team.
Okay, so I was gonna say, I know Charles Conwell, you know, he's a great fighter. He was a part of that fight, you know, with Patrick Day. When Patrick Day had got, you know, he passed away after the fight. And rest in peace to Patrick Day. But Charles Conwell, yeah, rest in peace to Patrick Day for sure, my brother. Charles Conwell is a hell of a fighter. He's undefeated. I believe he's at the super welterweight division at 154 pounds. I think, you know, he can compete with any one of those guys at 154. That division is stacked. You got fighters like Erickson Lubin. You got Jermell Charlo, Tony Harrison, who your brother, Otha Jones III, was just sparring against. I seen that footage. He was sparring with Otha Jones III. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I want to see Charles Conwell back, you know what I'm saying, in the ring very soon. And is he over what happened with Patrick Day? Is he mentally past that?
Yes, he had a fight after the Patrick Day fight, stopped the guy in the 5th round, showed tremendous power, showed tremendous mental strength, and you know, every fight he dedicated to Patrick Day. You know, this is what Patrick Day would want him to do. This is what Patrick Day wanted to do. So we're living through his name through our fights.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. And you know, just speaking of Toledo, Ohio, you know, there's a lot of fighters currently in the game that's from Toledo. You have fighters like Robert Eastern Jr., Jared Anderson, the real big baby Jared Anderson. What's your relationship with Jared Anderson, and what you think about him as a fighter?
My relationship with Jerry Anderson is pretty cool. I just seen him the other day at Central City. He was in town. He's a great kid. He got a bright future ahead of him. But my personal opinion, that that I tell him to his face, these top prospects, even OJ3, they get this on this high stage. They feel like they gotta prove themselves to these people. And sometimes they rush their shots and they get hit where they know they shouldn't be getting hit. You know what I mean? But once these guys slow down and stop trying to prove themselves to the world, then they're gonna be unstoppable, man. They just gotta slow it down and be able to see the punches coming. Because it's not amateur, they're still transitioning from amateurs to pros. You know what I mean? And it's not going to happen in your first 5 fights. It's going to happen in your first 10 for you to get that real changeover into how you're supposed to fight professional. But they putting the city on their back. I mean, he got 4 knockouts. He's 4-0. And he's doing his thing.
You could see him being a future heavyweight champion someday. Do you see that?
I would hope for him to be a future heavyweight champion. He got to get with the right team. He got to keep the right head on the shoulders. But other than that, I'm rooting for him.
For sure. So back to your brother, and so you and your father are currently training Arthur Jones III. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, man. He's a tremendous fighter, man. My brother.
We train.
Go
We
ahead.
train 5 hours a day. We run in the morning, then we do strength and conditioning in the morning, afternoon, and then we do rhythm, cardio, stretching, strength training in the evening.
For sure. He lives in that gym. It sounds like he's a gym rat.
Yeah, if you want to be the best in the world, there's no way you can be taking days off. You know what I mean? Even if you don't got to go hard 100%, but you at least got to be around it to pick up certain things and spread the knowledge and information you got to other people.
For sure, man. I love. You know what? One thing about him, I love the fact that he loves to fight. Like he had a very active 2019. I believe he fought about how many 6 times? He was on
5 times. He's 5-0 with 2 knockouts.
5-0 and 2 knockouts in 2019, and I believe he's only 19 years old still, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
No,
You know what I mean? He loves the sport.
He's 20 years old
Okay,
now.
he just turned 20. He just turned 20.
Yeah, and all the people that he fought, the reason why I respect you and how you amping him up and you got that energy is because a lot of people don't give him enough of that energy because of the route he took for his professional debut. His professional debut, even the other fights, but his professional debut, he fought someone that was 5-1. The guy was really 6-0. He got robbed in Detroit. He was from Russia. He was signed to a promotional company, Start Boxing. And people who do not take professional fights against people with a promoter behind their name. They fight people who don't have a promotion company behind their name. You know what I mean? Or people with a winning, let alone somebody with a winning record. You know what I mean? So he took that fight. He knocked the dude down in a round, and put on a good show and put his name on the map. Top prospects right now is not even doing that. Nobody in the city is doing that. No, nobody nowhere doing that. Fighting the type of caliber people that he's fighting. And then the pressure is so much on OJ3 that if he don't knock him out or if he get hit a little bit, the world say, "Oh man, no, he didn't look that good." But he's fighting tough people. The opposition that he's fighting. Those opposition people are fighting people that are undefeated. You know what I mean? They're not fighting people. They're not fighting tomato cans and truck drivers and Uber drivers. You know what I mean? So that's putting the OJ3 on the map and separating him from all the other top prospects.
For sure. So I was gonna ask you, so what was his amateur record? I know he had over 200 and some wins. How many wins did he have?
He had 270 wins and 20.
Damn. think he froze for a second, but he just said, hopefully, you know what I mean, he get right back with.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good, you good. So you said he had 270 wins.
He had 270 wins and 21 losses, and half of those losses was my dad driving him somewhere in the middle. My dad driving him in the middle of nowhere in somebody's hometown, and beat their ass, and they still give it to the other person. So you know what I mean. That was just in the game. It just taught OJ3 that you got to dominate it by all means.
Man, do y'all hear this, man? Everybody that's listening, 270 wins, a 21-time national champion, bro. This kid got what it takes, bro. And if you watch him fight, the man is so smart in that ring. You can see that pedigree. You can see that he got the skills. He doesn't take any punishment, and that's what I love about him, bro. He got the footwork, he got the speed, and he got the offense to go with it. You know what I mean? He got the offense. He let those hands go. He got amazing hand speed, my brother. And you know, for me, I'm looking at him, bro, as a potential champion in like at least 4 different weight classes. You know what I mean? At least 4 different weight classes. I could see him going up to 147 and becoming a champion. Now, he could be a champion at 126 pounds, 130, 135, 140, and maybe even a 147. You know what I mean? So I think he's a potential Hall of Famer in the sport of boxing. And when people talk about these prospects, such as Devin Haney, they talk about fighters like Shakur Stevenson. You got to talk about Otha Jones III, bro. He got to be in that conversation. Only 20 years old. He's younger than all of them. Keep in mind, he's younger than Shakur. He's younger than Devin Haney. You know what I mean? He's right there. He's right there. And he's with Eddie Hearn. He's fighting with the Zone. And could you tell us a little bit about that relationship with first with Devin Haney? Because I know your father, Big O, he spoke on how y'all came up together with Devin Haney and Bill Haney.
Yes, most definitely. Devin Haney, been with Floyd Mayweather, the money team coming up. And when they came down here in 2012 for the National Pound Championship, Devin Haney came to our gym, worked out at our gym, did his thing, lost his weight, made weight, did everything good. So even before then, him, Big O, and Bill Haney, they always stayed in contact with each other. They was at national tournaments together, winning in a picture podium with holding their belts. And Devin Haney just took another route because, USA Boxing had their favoritism, on who they wanted and all that, So Devin Haney, went his route. And Lil O stayed in the amateurs, but little did we know we seen the favoritism too later on in his amateur career. But anyway, those two talk. Coach O and Bill Haney talk on the phone mostly every other day, if not every day, about power moves. And even before, when Devin Haney wasn't with Matchroom, they was talking about what's the best power moves to make. And and my father, advising to do the deal with Matchroom, if it was right for him and his family. And they obviously did what they had to do and took care of that business and got that bread. And now he's a franchise WBC champion of the world.
For sure. And how's that relationship with Eddie Hearn? Like, I know when your brother turned pro, he had everybody that was reaching out to him and trying to sign him. At the time, he had people like of course Top Rank, ESPN. I remember Top Rank, I believe they flew him out to a fight and they had him present. And they wanted to sign him, of course. PBC wanted to sign him. What made him choose Eddie Hearn in the Zone?
What made him choose Eddie Hearn in the Zone was a simple fact that Split T Management, David McWater, said that was the best money move and best publicity move for him because the Zone is in Italy, the Zone is in London, the Zone is in America. Those are different platforms that you can fight on and get bigger fan bases. That was just the best situation for OJ3 at the time because it's about timing, you know what I mean, and it's about what position that you're going to be in the best at that time. And at that time, the Zone Matchroom Boxing was the best pick for him.
For sure, and they've been keeping him active, and they've been putting him on some big cards. And I like how Eddie Hearn, he lets his fighter shine. He let his fighter shine. You know what I mean? That's how I was able to find out who he was just watching the Zone fights and watching 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 Arthur Jones the third fight on the zone, you know what I mean? And he stood out to me. And I seen him fight in the UK a couple of times, had a big knockout, did a backflip, you know what I mean? And everybody was talking about him. And I like how Eddie Hearn's been doing a good job with him. So the relationship with Eddie Hearn is really good right now. Am I right?
Yes, the relationship is very good. He's keeping us active and keeping us busy, and he's also what Eddie Hearn did. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good. You
With
good.
Eddie Hearn, putting us on, putting O on, that money that he gave O is helping the inner city boxing gym. You know what I mean? It's helping kids stay out of trouble. And him picking OJ3, he knew it was going towards a good cause. So we got great love for him and great respect for him.
For sure, for sure. I like how Eddie Hearn, treats his fighters, man. He does a great job and he keeps them active. And I think Eddie Hearn might be the best promoter in the sport right now, bro. And I feel like you guys make the right decision by signing with Eddie Hearn. And you know what I mean? He's staying active, he's making good money. So just the fighting style of Arthur Jones the third. I know he said that his favorite fighter growing up was Aaron Pryor, who's from Cincinnati, and of course, y'all from Toledo. You know what I mean? So, for you, who does he kind of remind you of as a fighter? For me, I see a lot of Meldrick Taylor in him, as far as the hand speed, foot movement, footwork, and all of that. Meldrick Taylor was an Olympic gold medalist. He was a champion in different weight classes, and Meldrick Taylor, at one point, was considered the best fighter in the world, especially after he dominated Julio Cesar Chavez, and he was robbed for his victory. And who do you see? Who does he remind you of as a fighter for yourself?
See, one thing about OJ3, man, that's a special kid, and that's why I be so hard on him, about what he be doing, outside of boxing, because he's too valuable. You know what I mean? This kid, this young man, he'll get mad if I call him kid. This young man, he can fight like anybody. But what's most successful style that was great for him in the amateurs was the Aaron Pryor style. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of punches and bunches, um, shots that you can't see, tricky shots. But as in a pro, I'm starting to see him look like a Floyd Mayweather, a Aaron Pryor, James Toney, a Andre Ward, people like that, just to name a few. You know what I mean? But his feet work is great. His IQ, him being able to adjust and listen to his corner and his team, like that's the most important part. And like even when he was sparring Albert Bell, he put on a different style. He kind of looked like Floyd Mayweather a little bit with a little bit of Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on his opponent and what his corner man, his head corner man is telling him to do, and his strategy coach.
For sure, for sure. So, do you see any Meldrick Taylor?
Yes, I for
A
sure
little
see.
bit.
I for sure see Music Taylor in there. When he's in there, in the pocket, with him, and shoulder rolling and all that. For sure, I see that.
For sure, for sure. Meldrick was, man, one of the best. I feel like he was robbed of his shining moment against Julio Cesar Chavez. Chavez was Chavez at the time was the best fighter in the world, and Meldrick gave him a boxing lesson, and he was robbed from his victory. And people forget about that champion and how great Meldrick Taylor was.
Exactly. Music Taylor was a bad motor scooter, man. Still is. Shit. Hall of Famer.
For sure, man. He was a hell of a fighter. You know what I mean? And we definitely his memory gonna live on. I mean, I'm saying yesterday we seen Gabriel Flores Jr. fight. Gabriel Flores Jr. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't OJ fight against did he fight against Gabriel Flores Jr. in the amateurs a couple of times?
Yep, they're 1-1. Yep, they fought at the ringside, and they fought in the Nevada Mesquite, Nevada tournament, the Junior Golden Gloves. And
So
those boys, and what separated those two from back in the day, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, is that they came to punch from ding to dong with a bunch of tricks. And those are the type of fighters that's going to make it and be our future Hall of Famers and future world champions and multi-weight divisions. And Gabriel
yeah,
Flores is going to be one of those guys.
he looked good last night. He looked real good. I think he actually hurt his back. He said something like he broke his back, I think, after the fight. So we hope that he's healthy. He's also 20 years old, and OJ3 is he's 20 years old. What do you think about a potential clash between them in a couple of years? You think it can happen?
In the sport of boxing, anything can happen, but we don't want to call him out, because he like family and but if the price is right, that's life changing, then of course they can fight. But they will never fight for peanuts. It got to be life changing.
For sure. So, who are some of the fighters that y'all want to see in the future?
Oh, whoever got the belts in our weight class. We don't want to really say no names, but if you got a belt or if you're in a title eliminator spot, we want to do what we got to do. We want all the smoke.
Exactly.
If the price is right, we're not just gonna fight anybody and get peanuts. The price got to be right, and it got to be right for the fighter advancement. You know what I mean? You
And
can
that's from a
all the 130 pounders, all the 135 pounders, the 126 pounders, they all can get it. But we don't want to rush OJ3 because he's, like I said before, he still has to transition over into the pro game from amateurs, and the way you do that is you got to keep developing him with the right opponents and giving him the right experience.
for sure, for sure. I see, you like I said, at 126, you got fighters such as we ain't calling nobody out or anything like that, but just I
Ruben
feel like
Villa, Michael Collin,
yeah,
Ruben
Michael
Villa, Michael
O'Connor.
Collin, Corey Steven.
Shakur Stevenson, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's a great fight right there. Two tremendous fighters, and I think they match up really well. You know what I mean? Both of them, future pound for pound kings of the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? That's a great fight right there in the future. Even Gary Russell Jr. What you think about Gary Russell Jr. possibly?
Oh, for sure, all of them. Gary Russell got the belt. Leo Santana Cruz got a belt. If I'm not mistaken. And Shakur and somebody. Oh, and Carl Frampton and Josh Warrington. All of them boys can get it. For the right price. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes,
We just gotta get our box rec points up and our ranking up in order to be in position to fight them. So in the
yes.
meantime, in between time, we got to get all the small belts that's around here. The NABF, the small IBF belts, the small IBO belts, the small WBC belts. You know what I mean? We got to work our way up there to get to them type of people.
For sure. That IBO, you know what I mean? That IBO will look good on them. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But yeah, man, we want all that smoke, bro. Anybody can get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody at 126, we ready to fight. You know what I mean? Josh Warrington, we talking about Gary Russell Jr.'s, Shakur Stevenson's, you know what I mean? Leo Santa Cruz, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can get it. Anybody. I think OJ3, bro, he got the skills to compete with anybody, man. You know what I mean? How they gonna hit him? How they gonna hit him with his defense? He could stand and bang with you. He can outbox you. He can do it all. But my brother, I like when OJ3 be using his legs, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like when he be using his feet. You know what I mean? Because they can't hit him. They can't hit him like that.
Exactly. And that's what we've been working on 100%. But like I told you, those prospects, that they out here, they trying to prove something. They want to knock their opponent out. You can work on boxing all day in the gym. But when they get under them lights and they see them fans talking about knockouts and getting more fights and all, man, they be trying to prove something. So, and that's a part of development. They still understand that, something happened to you. These fans out here, they ain't gonna come take care of you. It's gonna be your family that's taking care of you. So you gotta make sure you're using them feet and not getting hit.
For sure. And you know
prove
what?
something.
Yeah. Like Floyd Mayweather said, my brother, the less punishment you take, the longer you will last. You know what I mean? So I know he wants to get those knockouts, you know, to make the fans happy. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? The fans ain't gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? When something happens to him. You know what I mean? So you gotta be smart. You know what I mean? We gotta learn from the mistakes that fighters in the past made, like Meldrick Taylor. You know what I mean? Who was a great champion. You know what I mean? We gotta learn from those mistakes. And you know, boxing is a deadly sport. And like Floyd Mayweather said, the less punishment you take, the longer you will last. And skills win fights, man. We not worried about getting all those knockouts. Skills win fights, and he got the skills to pay the bills. And you know, I want to talk about just his personality, though, my brother. Like, you know, the charisma that he got. You know, he got a $1 million smile. You know what I mean? He's very entertaining. And could you talk a little bit about that side? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. He for one, he's a gamer. You can follow him on his PS4 game, Otha Jones third. He's a Fortnite head. Um, he beats all type of games. He's Dragon Ball Z. You know, you name it. But you know, he's a smiling kid. He liked to smile. He also liked to help the inner city kids. You know, with bullying and self defense and stuff like that. He teaches the younger generation who don't know nothing about boxing. He teaches them how to protect themselves. So kids won't commit suicide because of a bully. You know, suicide prevention programs, things like that. He's also in business with SoulCityBoxingGym.com, where they help kids get out of gangs. So he's a popular kid. And kids like to be around him, so kids flock to him. So he pulls those kids out of gang situations. They may not be gang members. They pull them out of gang situations and tell them, hey, come to the gym, man. You know, do something positive with yourself. You know, that's the type of mindset and personality he got because he know that the world is a trap out here for the African American community. You know what I mean? People getting denied jobs, so they go on the streets. You know what I mean? He's trying to tell these kids that you don't have to die in order to become famous. You feel me? You can go become a national champion and become famous. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of charisma and knowledge that he's presenting to these inner city kids that's in his generation.
Okay, for sure, man. I just want to ask you real quick. What about fighters such as like Little B Hop, Chris Colbert? I know he's at 130, and another fighter by the name of Stephon Fulton. I think he got that IBO strap. What you think about potential clashes with them?
Oh, for sure. Those are what you call title eliminator fighters. Some of those guys like B Hop, they won title eliminators. They're in position to get a world title fight. You know what I mean? So before you can even jump from 5-0 to a world title, you got to beat those guys, or you got to beat those guys that they beat, and you got to do it better than what they did. So of course we can for sure fight those type of guys. Those are the type of guys that are tailor made for us. Not as far as like easy to beat, but you know, easy for us to get in a position to fight. And I feel we got the cheat code, and I feel nobody can out coach us. It's all about the coaching and the strategy. And the team that we got with me, my dad, and other coaches that we have here at Soul City, our strategy, we can beat any strategy. If you're a boxer and all you do is step back a couple times, we know how to beat that. If you're an inside banger, we know how to beat that. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of trial and error that we learn, and you know, it's just the time will tell on when we can show the world on who we are.
For sure, for sure. And you know, before you go, I just want to ask you about, man, what's your thoughts on you know, the recent death of George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery, and you know, just what's going on in the world, and as far as the you know, just the racism. What's your thoughts about what's going on?
First of all, rest in peace to George Floyd and other individuals, Breonna Taylor as well. Um, my thoughts on that is you got to understand that 100 years ago, 80 years ago, we were freed from slavery. You feel what I'm saying? So racism is going to be there. So automatically, you can't fight racism with words. You know what I mean? Or action, or necessarily aggression. You can't fight racism with aggression or words. You gotta fight it with knowing that these people are racist for one. You feel me? So you gotta conduct them into a racist manner. So you can't make them panic, basically. because they already scared of us from what they did to our ancestors. You feel me? They feel like we about to just flip on them at any second. So that's going through their head. So you got to try to de-escalate the situation as best as you can, because if not, they are empowered to kill us. You feel what I'm saying? Police officers were first created to catch runaway slaves. You feel what I'm saying? We are free slaves. So that mentality that they got is fuck us. You feel me? Let's try to get a body. You feel me? The police was infiltrated by the KKK all over the United States. You feel me? The KKK is a terrorist group. You know what I mean? That killed black people. You know what I mean? In retaliation to what the Black Panthers had did. You know, so even with the FBI was infiltrated by the KKK. So you can't come at these racist people with disrespect or even resisting kind of. Even though I know people panic when them handcuffs get on there, when they feel like they're about to go to jail and they panic. You just got to try to defuse the situation and make things happen. But on the other hand, when it did happen, we appreciate all the people out there on the front lines protesting and doing what they peacefully protesting and doing what they're supposed to do. But we got to hit them where the dollars is at, and we got to boycott these white supremacist places, defunding the police, and putting money into other places other than the police. Education is systematic racism in education in the neighborhoods. You name it. It's racism everywhere around the world. And right now is the time for the people to understand that it's time for change. We've taken down all these statues with people who own slaves or came over here with slaves or Confederate flags or Confederate racism. You know what I mean? Things like that. This is the time that we need to wake up and show the people that we're tired of it and it's time for a change and we want equality. And if we don't get equality, it won't be no peace. That's my take on it.
For sure, it's kind of sad though, man. It's 2020 and we still dealing with these same issues in the world, my brother. So, you know what I mean? We're gonna stay strong and stay positive. You know what I mean?
Stay out these people's way.
Facts, stay out their way. You know what I mean?
You see the police, go the other way.
Yeah, man, we don't mess with the police at all. We try to avoid the police. You know what I mean? I think the police are like the biggest gang in the world, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
They can get away with murder. You know what I mean? That's crazy. You know what I mean? So they just abusing their power, and it's been like this for years, bro. It always been like this.
And some police officers are not like that. You know what I mean? Because I got a lot of friends, and we deal with the inner city, and we deal with police a lot. A lot of the police officers are not like that, but that's a good 25% that are like that. Police, planted drugs on me before, mixed up the paperwork and said I had drugs. You know what I mean? And harassed me in the neighborhood. I had to put in complaints and all that type of stuff. So there's for sure bad apples in the forest, but not all of them are bad.
Okay, I got a question in the chat from my boy DSFG 38 and 0. He says, "What is his nickname? What's Otha Jones III nickname?"
Otha Jones III got a lot of nicknames. Eddie Hearn gave him the name OJ3. People in national tournaments gave him the name Ozilla because he's just a monster. The Juice Man, because a lot of people were saying that he was on juice because he always had hella energy. He never got tired. And Big O is his other name. You know what I mean? So that's about it.
For sure, I like OJ3. I love OJ3, and also like Juice Man. I'm feeling that Juice Man nickname, and just even Juice. You know what I mean? Just for sure, just call him Juice. You know what I'm saying? But for sure, man, that kid, man, he got the juice. That's for damn sure. You know what I mean? And we ready to promote him on this channel, brother. And just for you, reaching out and you just accepted my invite, man. I definitely appreciate that. This is one of my first interviews right here. You know what I mean? One of my first interviews, and I'm happy that it's from a DAZN fighter. I call myself H Money, Mr. DAZN. So, man, it feels good to have a DAZN, a DAZN fighter, DAZN team, coming through and supporting me, man. It feels good. And I'm always big on like the up and coming talent in the sport of boxing. I've been watching boxing my whole life, my brother. I've been watching boxing since I was a kid, like with my dad. You know what I mean? My dad was a big Ali fan. You know what I'm saying? I was watching all those boxing after dark fights, all those fights on HBO, boxing after dark, all those old fights. You know what I mean? Watching Johnny Tapia, Pernell Whitaker, Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins. You know what I mean? Roy Jones Jr., Evander Holyfield, Hector Camacho. I watched all those guys growing up, and the fighters are who I was looking up to. Like all the athletes, you know, the basketball players, the boxers. I have a different type of respect for the boxers because they risking their life in the ring. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing like fighting. You know what I mean? Fighting is different than shooting a basketball. You know what I mean? Fighting is like, you know what I mean? Fighting is on a different level. It's combat. It's contact. You know what I mean? So I definitely appreciate, you know what I'm saying, how y'all coming through, man, and, you know, communicating with the people, of course. You know what I mean? But I really think, man, your brother, he going to be a pound for pound king in the sport of boxing. I'm thinking, you know, he going to be one of those top 5 fighters. He going to be up there, you know what I'm saying, with the Terrence Crawfords of the world. He going to be like one of them Lomachenkos in boxing. He going to be a Floyd Mayweather type. You know what I mean? It's going to be, I think in the future, it's going to be Devin Haney, Arthur Jones III, you know what I mean? They're gonna be pretty much running boxing. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Those are my 2 top guys right now in the sport, Devin Haney and Arthur Jones III, bro. And I hope that, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna get in those big fights. And I'm happy that he got a great team around him. He's surrounded by his brother, you know what I'm saying, and his father. And that's great, man. And I hope he just, you know, stay focused. I hope he don't let the money change him, the women change him, because, you know, they going to come. They going to come. And I hope that he learned from the mistakes of the fighters before him. You know what I mean? Learn from those mistakes. And we want him to be better than those fighters. You know what I'm saying? We want him to break all those records. You know what I mean? We want him to be better than a Meldrick Taylor. We want him to be better than a Pernell Whitaker. You know what I'm saying? So that's the key. That's the key. You know what I mean? So hopefully, you know what I mean, we can get him on the show one day with you. You and your brother can hop on with your father. You know what I mean? I'm always live. I'm here, you know what I'm saying, every night, same time. And this is what we do, man. You know what I'm saying? We call live fights. I know tomorrow there's a fight on ESPN. They got Neverente fighting. Neverente, I think he's a super featherweight champion of the world. He's a good fighter. So I'm going to call that fight, bro. I love boxing, bro. I study the sport. You know, I'm not one of these guys that be sitting here gossiping about this beef and that beef. Nah, I'm breaking down film. I'm finding the next great fighter. You know what I mean? So that's what I do. I'm watching and I'm studying.
And that's what I do. I've been doing that since the quarantine started. You know, and me as a coach, as a great coach, I got to constantly learn, constantly see what's out there, constantly see how these promoters are moving these prospects, constantly seeing what these commentators are saying and what they're looking for. So, you know what I mean? This is what I do. You know what I mean? So anytime you got a live or something, you want to talk boxing and go live, you know, because it's all about promotion anyway. You know, I'm a promoter you myself. You feel me? And I'm gonna get the word out. So just let me know, and we can stay connected.
For sure, yeah. I'm here every day, brother. Make sure you subscribe to me. You know what I mean? Tell your brother and tell your father, you know, about me. And man, we rock it, bro.
When this upload, I'm gonna send this link, and then I'm gonna relive it and reshare it on my Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Mixer, and all that. So you know, we can get the word out, and people gonna follow your page and all that stuff too.
For sure. I got one more question for you before you go. My boy JC in the chat, he says, how many fights in the contract with Eddie Hearn in the zone? If you can answer that.
6 fights a year, 6 to 8 fights a year, 4-year contract.
Oh, that's love right there. That's love right there, bro. You hear that, JC? 6 fights a year, six fights a year, 4-year contract. So that's a long-term deal, man. And I hope, you know what I mean, everything goes smooth. And I'm pretty sure that it will. And I think, you know, Eddie Hearn is the right guy, man. You know what I mean? The zone, I feel like it's like for the new fighters of the next generation. You know what I mean? I think the zone is the best spot for these new fighters. You know what I mean? Because these new fighters, they coming up, they new, the zone is new. And yeah, man, they keeping fighters active and they paying them a lot of money. So, man, you got it right there, man. Appreciate that, my brother, man. Thank you so much for coming through And man, I'll be here, man. Whenever you know what I'm saying, you stop by, come through and holler at me, bro.
For sure. Every time I see you live, I'm gonna tap in. If I'm free, I'm hopping on.
For sure, hey man, I'm gonna promote your brother, bro, like crazy, bro. The whole world gonna know who he is, for sure.
We appreciate it. The Jones family sending much love to you, man.
For sure, man. H Money, Mr. The Zone, bro. Don't forget about me.
For sure. One.
All right, peace, bro.
Peace.
And there you have it, bro. There y'all have it right there, man. You know what I mean? Exclusive interview right here. Exclusive interview, bro. You know what I mean? JFL pull up, bro. Exclusive interview, bro. Otha Jones the third, bro. Future pound for pound king. You better know it. Future champion of the world, bro. Salute to Soul City Boxing. Salute to the Soul City Boxing, bro. Now we about to get down and really break this film, bro. We about to break this film down, bro. Otha Jones the third, bro. Pound for pound king, bro. The man coming for all the belts. He want all the smoke. JC, thank you, bro. This how we doing it. The man want all the smoke. You could line him up. You heard what he said. Everybody, bro. Everybody can get it, bro. Anybody. You name him. The man is a gym rat. A 21-time world champion. 21-time world champion, bro. You know what I mean? He said end it and start a new one. I might have to change the title. I don't want to end this one, Coco. I ain't gonna lie. I might just keep. You want me to end it? End it, bro. I might have to change the title then. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's turn up. JFL, hop on. Somebody hop on with me real quick. I gotta change the title real quick. Everybody hit the like button, bro. You know what I mean? Let's get it popping. H Money, Mr. The Zone, bro. You know how we do it. A classic stream right here. This how we doing it right here. Otha Jones the third. Otha Jones the third. The next great champion in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? The next great champion in the sport of boxing. We about to break the film down. I got exclusive footage for y'all, bro. I got you, Coco. We gonna keep it going, though. We gonna keep it going. You know what I mean? I got exclusive footage. JFL, pull up, JFL. Pull up, Jay. Coco, what up, Coco?
Hey, yo, H Money, it's your boy, Coco the Don. Yes, man, congratulations on the interview, and shout out to OJ3 and the whole team out there, you know what I'm saying, at Soul Boxing. I'd like to thank them for coming on to your show and giving you the opportunity, and I'm just so happy for you, H Money. You deserve it. You've been working hard, and now it's demonstrating itself. And I'm just have a lot of joy for you right now. You know what I'm saying? You deserve it.
Coco, man, we built this up together, man. You know me, I'm a team player, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we did this together. We built this channel together. Shout outs to, man, the whole team. Shout outs to Otha Jones III. Shout out to his trainer and his father. You know what I'm saying? Big O. Shout outs to Ray Sean Jones, his brother, who's just live with us. The brother of Otha Jones, you know what I'm saying, and his trainer, of course. Man, I appreciate these guys, man. They real, Coco, bro. Like, I'm telling you, earlier today, I was live with his brother who was just with us. I was live with his brother, and he put Otha Jones on the phone. You know what I mean? So I was talking to Otha Jones, and man, that kid got a great personality, Coco. Like, the kid is a star, man. Eddie Hearn knows exactly what he's doing when he's signing these fighters, man. He got the personality, he got the charisma, he got the work ethic. And when I talked to him, he was actually inside the gym. He was in the gym cooking up, man. He was in the gym working, Coco, bro.
Man, that's what's up, man. When you have a young fighter, that's what you want. You want a gym, like a gym rat, a guy that's in there always working out, you know, doing his miles in the morning, doing his stretches, and just doing all the right things. And he signed on to the Zone, which I highly rate. You know what I'm saying? I think it's one of the best companies out there, and I just think that you know from what I heard, I think he's a like his brother said, he's a great young man, and just the future's ahead of him, and he could be the next world champion of the world. You know what I mean? The sky's the limit. So we're gonna root for him. We're gonna stand behind him, and we're always gonna support him on this side. You know how we do it, H Money.
For sure, Coco. Like, yo, man, I just, you know what I mean? The type of fighter that he is, bro. I love it. You know what I mean? A slick boxer puncher. You know what I mean? And yesterday we watched Gabriel Flores Jr. fight. Shout outs to Stockton, California, of course. Shout outs to Gabriel Flores Jr. Man, I think, they actually fought each other twice in the amateurs. They're 1-1 against each other in the amateurs. I think it's gonna be a big fight, you know what I mean, in the future. And what you thought about that interview? Like, you know what I mean? What you thought about them wanting to fight everybody? What you think about Arthur Jones III willing to fight a Shakur Stevenson? Arthur Jones III willing to fight a fighter like, you know what I mean, a Leo Santa Cruz. He calling out his whole weight class. He wants all the smoke. What's your thoughts on that?
I think that's the mentality you have to have. That's the mentality of a champion. Take on all comers, taking all the belts, taking all the names. That's the attitude and the mentality you have to become a great fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely, bro. They said the rivalry between um Arthur Jones III, the rivalry between Arthur Jones III and Gabriel Flores Jr. is kind of similar to Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia's rivalry. You know what I mean? So I just want to see them in the future, possibly. They respect each other too. It's no beef or anything like that. They actually are friends. Like Ray Sean Jones said, they're friends. You know what I mean? So it's no bad blood. But like he said, man, in the future, maybe, you know what I'm saying, they can fight if the money is right. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. Hey, but H, I would suggest you end it. You've had a wonderful interview. You know what I'm saying? And close it, man, and put this one in the vault, and seal it and deal it. Put the money in the bank, direct deposit. I support you 100%. I'm so proud of you, H Money, Mr. DAZN.
For sure, Coco. Man. What about the film, the Meldrick Taylor joint? Just do it another time, or how you?
Yeah. Do the film another time, because you could have this as your exclusive interview.
Okay, well, all right. Do me a favor. Talk to the people while I change the title. Man, just talk about the interview, and I'm about to put myself on mute, and I'm gonna change the title.
Okay. So as we see there, H Money with the exclusive interview, putting his feet to the pavement and working hard behind the scenes. You see, he's trying to get the interviews and talk to the fighters. So I have to applaud H Money for putting in that effort behind the scenes and getting this interview. What a treat today that we got to listen to a future world champion's brother from the team that explained a little bit of the background and a little bit of what's going on in their camp. And basically, I'm just very proud of H Money, and I just hope that we continue this momentum we got going on. We got boxing back. We're gonna start hopping back on doing live commentary again, and we're gonna do what we do best. We're gonna continue these live streams. Shout out to everybody in the chat. From DSFG 38-0. You know what I'm saying? JFL, undefeated, and JC, everybody, man. Rob 87, Sammy, everybody. Just a shout out to the whole mob. I really appreciate everybody that supports this channel because, as you can see, we're growing. And H Money, Mr. DAZN, doesn't stop thinking about boxing. At the end of the day, he's out there and he's looking for interviews and he's trying to get close and getting all these exclusives. And we always have the exclusive content to give you. I can't wait till we do some more fights. That's my love. I love watching fights. But times like this are special. And we have to applaud H Money today, and we have to give him our salute because he put it down. He conducted himself properly with the interview, just asking all the right questions. And once again, I have to give a big shout out and a big salute to Soul Boxing TV. Go subscribe to their channel. Let's support them. Let's get behind them, and let's ride the wave all the way to the top because we got a future champion, and we have to stand behind our fighters. You know what I'm saying? So, whenever you're ready, H Money, I'm still here for you. And just man, big time salute to everybody. Let's see what we got going on in the chat, man. I'm gonna just send a shout out, man. Just everybody, man. I'm so proud to be here, man. So proud, man. Um, you know, just one of those days, man. One of those special days in life that you never know what's gonna happen in life, and you know, this one right here brought joy to me, man. This one right here, man. Been riding with H Money since day one, supporting H Money, and to see H Money do his thing like he's doing, it makes me happy. So shout out to everybody, man. Straight up, Coco won. Coco the Don. The co-host of the year. You know what I'm saying? 2019, man, and we pushing. I'm trying to keep the energy for you guys. I'm waiting for H Money to come back. All I can say is that he had a wonderful interview once again, and I just want him to continue this momentum and continue growing, man. We just got to support our brother. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. Appreciate it, Coco, man. You know what I mean? Arthur Jones III, future world champion. Coco, you don't think I should keep it going or what? I think I should keep it going.
Nah, brother, you gotta put this one in the vault. You gotta put this one in the vault and start another one. Trust me. Put this one in the vault, H, and lock it in there so you could have it forever. Trust me.
Arthur Jones III.
And we start up another one, and this one is real corporate. We kept the chat under control, and you conducted yourself real well with the interview. I mean, this is a classic, H. As a friend, I'm asking you to do it. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I got you, man. Shout out to Arthur Jones III. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Shout out, man.
Future world champion.
Shout out to Soul Boxing and subscribe to Soul Boxing TV.
Let's go, bro. Arthur Jones III, future pound for pound king. Let's go.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna hop off, H. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hop off. Do your thing. If you want to keep pushing, but you already got the stamp. You already got the classic in my eyes. Put it in the vault.
Saying keep it going. Oh no, Coco the Don said do it. You know what I mean? I do want to keep it going, but Coco the Don said do it.
Start a new one, H. If you know what I'm saying, start a new one. We could get cooking on the other one, but this one you got the exclusive interview right there, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
For sure,
lock it in.
I got you, Coco. I got you. We probably wrap it up. You know what I mean? Appreciate it, man. I know you got a roll, Coco. You good? Go ahead, Coco.
All right.
For sure. Appreciate it, Coco. You know what I mean?
No problem.
Everybody,
love you, H. I'm proud of you, man.
You already know, Coco. You know what I'm saying? Arthur Jones III, future pound for pound king, future champion of the world. You know what I mean? Future superstar in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The kid is going to dominate. He's going to be dominating weight class after weight class. We putting everybody on notice, bro. We putting everybody on notice. Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? Gary Russell Jr., any one of you guys, Stephon Fulton, Chris Colbert, y'all can get it. Every last one of you champions in any weight class, bro, can get it. From lightweight, you know what I mean? Super featherweight, any one of them. We want all the smoke, bro. You know what I mean? Juice, man. Arthur Jones III, ready to dominate, bro. Ready to take it to the next level. The kid ready to take it to the next level, bro. Better believe it. Nobody wanted with him, bro. A 21-time national champion. 21-time national champion in a sport of boxing, bro. As an amateur. A 21-time national champion, bro. Who won it with the kid? You tell me who won it. Any one of them can get it, bro. Incredible interview, bro. You know what I mean? This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Hit the like button right now and subscribe to the channel. H Money, Mr. DAZN, providing you with the best content in boxing. Point blank, period. Point blank, period, bro. Future world champion. Shout out to the whole family, bro. Like OJ3, sub to OJ3. You know what I mean? The Juice Man. Give it to him, bro. The Juice Man, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He ready to dominate the sport of boxing. 270 wins as an amateur. 270 wins as an amateur. You know what I mean? 21-time national champion, bro. A 21-time national champion. Ready to dominate, bro. Ready to dominate. Any one of them can get it. Shakur Stevenson. Let's set it up, bro. Shakur Stevenson. Let's set it up. We want Shakur Stevenson, bro. You know what I mean? Let's make it happen. We want Shakur Stevenson. Leo Santa Cruz. Any one of them. Any one of them can get it, bro. You name them. You know what I'm saying? It's free smoke. Free smoke. Arthur Jones III. Future king of boxing, bro. You know what I mean? Future king. Hey, future king of boxing, bro. The man ready to dominate, bro. The man ready to dominate the sport of boxing. Let's go, bro. Everybody hit the like button right now. Let's get it popping. Smash that like button right away. Ohio runs boxing. What up? What up, bro? Let's go. Ohio runs boxing in the building. Shout out to Toledo, Ohio. Shout out to Charles Conwell. You know what I mean? Jared Anderson. Robert Easter Jr. O'Shea Jones. Hey, his sister, bro, gonna be a champion, bro. His sister ready to dominate as well. O'Shea Jones. Arthur Jones III. Let's go, bro. A 21-time national champion. 270 wins as an amateur. Future king of boxing. You know what I mean? Let's go, bro. We ready to take over. We ready to take over the sport. Shout out to Arthur Jones, bro. Shout out to the whole family. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel ASAP, bro. We probably gonna end it really soon. You know what I mean? Gotta take heed to what my brother Coco is saying. We out here, bro. We making it do what it do, bro. Let's go, bro. Arthur Jones III, bro. Ready to dominate. Shout out to Ohio runs boxing. Let's go, bro. Let's get it popping. Anybody can get it, man. Shakur Stevenson, he can get it. You know what I mean? We want to fight the best, bro. Point blank, period, bro. We want to fight the best, bro. Let's go, bro. H Money, Mr. DAZN, bro. We out here, bro. Make it do what it do. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel ASAP. This how we doing it on this side, bro. Future champion. Ohio runs boxing in the building. Appreciate it, bro. Shout out to the whole, man. Shout out to the whole team. Shout out to Arthur Jones III. Shout out to his father, Big O. Shout out to Ray Sean Jones. Shout out to Ray Sean Jones, bro. You know what I mean? We ready, bro. Future king of boxing. Future pound for pound king, bro. The man won all the smoke. He gonna be the best fighter in the world, bro. He gonna be the best fighter in the world, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. Any one of them can get it, bro. Any last one of these fighters can get it, bro. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody safe when it comes to OJ3, bro. Ain't nobody safe, bro. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, bro. We taking over, bro. We taking over boxing. Future pound for pound king, bro. Ready to dominate. Let's go, bro. Ready to dominate. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. H Money, Mr. The Zone. We in here. Complete. Hey, man, this guy's the real deal, bro. The man is the real deal, bro. You know what I mean? Let's get it popping. Great defense. Great offense. The total package. Total package. The great personality. What a great personality, bro. The man got what it takes, bro. Everybody hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Otha Jones III. Future pound for pound king in the sport of boxing. What a great interview, man. I appreciate the whole family, bro. This meant a lot to me, bro. You know what I mean? This meant a lot to me, bro. Let's get it going. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Ohio Runs Boxing. We ready, bro. We ready. Future king, man. You know what I mean? Future king of boxing right here, bro. Ready to dominate. He ready to dominate, dog. Salute. H Money, Mr. The Zone. Future king of boxing, bro. You better know it, bro. Remember the name. Otha Jones III. Don't you forget it. Don't you forget the man's name. He gonna dominate for a very long time, bro. The man gonna dominate for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? Possibly the most talented young fighter in boxing, bro. He might be the most talented fighter in boxing, bro. He just might be that, bro. The most talented young fighter in the sport of boxing. Hit the like button right now, bro. Exclusive content, bro. Giving it to you raw and uncut, bro. Giving it to you raw and uncut, bro. You know what I mean? Shout outs to the whole family. We gonna wrap this one up. Shout outs to Otha Jones III. Future pound for pound king in the sport of boxing. We appreciate it, bro. We gonna come back with another one. You know what I mean? Live. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody. My boy, Ohio Runs Boxing says Charles Conwell, Albert Bell, Jared Anderson, Montana Love, Otha Jones III, Isaiah Teen, Sean Porter, Adrian Broner, Robert Easter Jr., Buster Douglas, Kelly Pavlik, Aaron Pryor, Duke Reagan, Tiger Johnson, bro. Salute. Salute. The list goes on, Ohio. We finna end this one. Shout out to Otha Jones III, bro. I'm gonna do another video about him tomorrow, probably, bro. But appreciate it, bro. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, bro. We out. We out.